INCRadio sa mabanig ng mundo. Palaging konektado sa lahat ng mga tao. This is INCRadio. Anywhere in the world, oh, we are always together, connected to everyone. Life will be better. Sama-sama halina sa INCRadio International na. Itong palaging konektado ka sa INCRadio na.
This is INCRadio, DCEM 954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ or Iglesianicristo.
You're watching INCRadio.
All right. Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon to everyone. Thank you so much once again for tuning in with us. It's so nice to be here with you again. I'm so excited to be here. And you know, I'm not alone. First, let me tell you my name. My name is Terry Soriano. I am from Fresno. And I'm not alone, as I have told you before. Melvi and Carlin, what's going on? How are you guys
Hi,
doing?
everyone.
Hello.
We're good. Hi, Carlin. Hi, Terry. Hi, listeners and viewers, and welcome back to our live broadcast. We hope that you are tuned in, happy, and in the mood for INCRadio Central Valley, California, because we have a lot of great discussions. If you do love to travel. Hi, Carlin. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Carlen from Fresno. How's everybody doing right now?
We're doing so good, and we're so excited because our topic today is travel diaries. So we're going to really talk about diaries, and all for our listeners who have tuned in. We want to also know where you have traveled and what do you like about traveling. Tell us all about the travel, okay, and what countries you've been to, how many, and all of that. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and discuss this with Carlin. Carlin, my first question to you is, where have you traveled?
I traveled all over the country, but um, recently I moved here in California, and I love going everywhere with my family, my husband, and my kids. So last winter break, we went to Las Vegas. And we visited our family there and my cousins, and we had so much fun.
Oh, very nice. Do you have anything to add to that, Melvi?
Where have I traveled? I'm still making my list, but last year and the year before that, it was a bit busy. I got busy. I went to Japan in December 2023
I remember that.
with
Yeah.
my friends. And that was so much fun. I didn't travel for many, many years prior to that. So getting in that plane was a bit nauseating for me. I was really nervous. I'm not scared of flying, but I get, you know how you can easily get car sick
Yes.
for some reason when I'm up in the air. I have it's not a problem being inside the plane, but the minute it takes off and then we have a lot of turbulence,
Okay.
that's when I get nauseous and I get terrible headaches and feel very, very uncomfortable. So we did the 12-hour flight straight, and that was nonstop. So
Oh,
it
okay.
was a bit challenging for me, but I think I was more excited that whatever I was feeling in my stomach didn't matter anymore. And then
Yeah.
when we got there, I was like, ooh, ah, ooh. I said, wow, it's very clean. No trash anywhere.
Yeah. How about you, Carla? You want to talk about what countries you've traveled and how much you
Yes,
loved it?
yes. The one that most memorable place that I went to is that before I lived in the Philippines and we moved in Canada. So that's my memorable first time that I travel outside the country that I spent with my family with. We moved in Toronto, Canada. I was excited with the snow and also we went to Toronto Sign and we went to Niagara Falls as well. So it's the border between Canada and US. So we were so excited to see the different places in there. And yeah, how about you, Terry? Which places did you go to?
Well, I do have my favorites. I have been to Europe and
Good.
I got to see the Eiffel Tower. So I went to France, and
Wow.
that was so beautiful for me. And they had so much in that trip. I ate so much cheese and bread
Oh
because
wow.
everybody everywhere was eating cheese and bread. And the one thing that I really enjoyed was it was clean, and I like all the architecture that they have there.
Mhm.
And they have very nice buildings, and there's a lot of museums that are very informational as far as history. So I really enjoyed going to Paris. Yes,
Wow.
that was very nice. I really enjoyed that.
That's
Yeah.
On my bucket list.
yes,
Oh,
me too.
Still waiting. Still waiting when it's gonna come true. Europe, Europe. I'm
it,
coming for you.
come to Melbourne. No. Well, sometimes whenever we have like a bucket list, we kind of put it off because something comes up, or we have to do something else to prioritize before that. I think when you put it on your bucket list, I think you should say, okay, I'm gonna do this, and nothing is going to hinder me from doing so. So
Yes.
that's kind of what I did, and I went for it. So that was I was very happy with that. And Carlin, you mentioned also to me before we got on the show, we went on that you went to New York as well. Can you tell us
Yes.
about something about New York, and did you like about New York?
Yes, my family went to New York. At the time, I have already two kids, and I'm pregnant with my bunso, with my
Mm,
youngest son, and we went to the Times Square, and we walk, and we feel the breeze because at that time it was, I think winter, and
mhm.
we traveled to the subway, the trains,
Yes.
and then we also went to the park, the Central Park. So there's also some some show like we saw some shows there, and I remember um we bought some keychain for the memory for the
Right.
remembrance.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Ate Melvin, have you been to New York?
No, that's another place that I want to.
Okay.
I went to Colorado though.
Oh,
Colorado,
yeah. So what
Washington
can you tell
State.
us about
So
Colorado?
it's beautiful. My family and I went to Colorado Springs. We attended a wedding there for wedding for one of my mom's best friend's daughter. There you go. Trying to remember who it was. We attended the wedding. They have beautiful scenery, and just like very similar with Washington State, they have a lot of green plants, and everywhere's green. Cold. The It reminds me of you know, like here in the valley, sort of, but more on the roads are uphill and downhill,
Hmm.
and they just have a lot of beautiful scenery that whenever I look at it or I look at them, they just give me that peace of mind. And I was told that it's nice during summer, but
Hmm.
winter it gets really cold and it snows. I think
Oh,
heavily, if I'm not mistaken. So it would be nice to live over there, but if it's snowing, I don't know if I'm gonna. I don't know if I'm gonna make it. Have to use a shovel.
wow. Well,
I may not have. I may not have patience for it.
I also went on a trip to go to a wedding one time to Alaska.
Ooh,
So I think
there.
you know Mia. Mia, when she got married, I went over there and I was there to witness the beautiful wedding there. And I was there for a week, and we went fishing for salmon. Of course, Alaska is very famous for salmon, and I ate salmon galore. Everything salmon. It's like salmon, Nakbet salmon, all of the other stuff that went with salmon, like sushi and things like that. I
Yeah.
even got to also try moose. So
Mm.
that was very good. It was like
Moose?
that. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just imagining you eating.
You know when they have moose meat, you know what do
Oh
you
yeah,
call
yeah.
it?
Oh, okay.
Jerky meat. So
Uh-huh.
it was really good. It was nice. So I that was a memorable thing for me as well. It was really cool. It was so nice that you know when the salmon was coming up, you could when they were fishing, the salmon is going up the stream, and you can go ahead and catch it, hoping that they would go on the you know
On the boat. I mean, did you try to catch it with your hand? I know I would be tempted if I'm in a boat. I'd be like, "Come on,
Yeah.
I'm ready.
you're like,
I'm
ah,
ready."
okay, okay. So,
That's interesting.
back to back to Carlin. Carlin, so I understand you also went to New Orleans, and I
Yeah.
really want to go to New Orleans as well. Tell me, what did you do over there?
Yeah, I remember we went to New Orleans when I was in university. We did some community development outreach for hurricane at the New Orleans, and we went there for vacation at the same time helping the residents in the New Orleans to build out their houses and their community. And at that time, it's a group of students. So we have a big like a van. So we travel New Orleans, Alabama, and also Mississippi. So
Wow.
after we have meetings and stuff, and we meet the residents there, and we help them, and we kind of give them also opportunity to travel, and we give them some advice to build up their confidence again so they can survive what they experience.
Oh,
Wow, that's
Mm.
amazing.
that is
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
remarkable.
Mm.
Wow. So
At
you
that time, I don't have any kids yet, and I enjoyed, but
So you
and but right now I'm more like, with kids and family. I feel like I feel belong to go everywhere, and I love to go um all over the country with my family.
you know, it's always nice to go with your family, but
Mhm.
sometimes family, you know, family, right?
Yes.
what
That's
are you
right.
trying to say, Terry? Come on, spill it.
I love my family and I love going to places with them. But of course, there's things, you know, there's always someone who's late. Like you tell everyone, okay, this is what we're going to do the next
Yeah.
day, and this is where we're going to meet at this time. And there's always someone who's late, right? I'm sure
Yeah.
you all know this. Uh,
Yes, you sound like my mom, and I'm always the one who's late.
Yes.
Carla,
He
do you
doesn't want to
ever,
sleep in.
Carla, do you ever have that problem whenever you travel with your family?
Yes, especially my kids. They
Uh-huh.
were so excited. Like the night before, they don't sleep, and then they were so excited, and then the day that we have to go, they don't want to wake up,
Uh,
and then it's hard to wake them up and prepare, and then we told to everybody, okay, we have to leave early so we don't have any things that we have to prepare everything, and also the traffic, we don't want to have a traffic on the way. But then because of their excitement, they don't want to wake up. And yeah, and also if we already at that place, and then we always left something that very important at home. And then yeah, it's kind of chaotic, but it's fun. How about
oh,
you? How about you, Melvi?
Me?
Yes.
I have mishaps every now and then.
like about her travels.
I think I think the worst one was when we first moved here, right? We moved my family and moved from Guam. Then I went to go visit my friends maybe a year or so later, because one of my best friends graduated from college. So I went there, I traveled back by myself,
Oh.
and I almost missed my flight.
Oh no.
Had a layover in Japan, and they were calling my name, and they said you
Oh.
have 5 minutes. So I was running like there's no other, like I was running for my life to
Oh
get
no.
that
But you
because
made it.
I got lost.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Oh,
so when you're not acquainted with the area, for example,
yes.
it's
Yes.
your first time, and let's say you're by yourself, you don't have anybody to guide you, you have to be prepared.
Right.
So
Yeah.
how do you guys prepare whenever you travel, especially if it's your first time?
Hmm.
Wow. You go first, Carlin.
Um. Yeah. That's what happened to us as well. And because back in that day, we always like go back to the Philippines to visit our grandma. And in Japan, you have to ride a train to get to the other airport, and we don't have any
Mhm.
idea that it's our luggage. We have to get our luggage and go to
Mhm.
other airport, and then that's what happened to us as well. They're calling our name, and it's very stressful, but then in the end it's like memorable because it's stuck in my mind now. That
Oh
I
yeah,
have to get to know the airline and the airport, like that. It's
yeah,
a
Oh,
learning experience.
it is, especially when the signs are like this and you're
Yes.
like this back and forth.
Yeah, that's right.
Which way? A, B, C, D, E.
Yes.
that reminds me of that movie where the family goes somewhere and then they forget about their little kid.
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
I forgot the movie. What is it called? I
Home
couldn't.
Alone.
Home
Oh,
Alone.
yeah,
Yeah.
there it is. There it is. Yeah. And Melby, you were talking about getting lost. So when I was in Paris, my niece and her friend, we went to a train. So we were going to another place, and the train that we were going into, they went ahead of me, and it was so busy. It was 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and I couldn't get in. It was really, really full. So I had to stay behind, and I had to go. I had This is in Paris, and I didn't know how to speak. You know,
Oh yeah.
besides we. So then I had to go, and then I was lost. So I told them, I said, before this whole thing happened in our hotel, we said, what if we get lost? So it was good that we prepared ourselves for that, because we said, okay, so you guys stay in one place and then I'll just come back around. So that's what I did. Okay, so I
Mhm.
was lost. I didn't see them where we were supposed to be. So then I went back to it, because of course they have arrows and things to where you should go. So I went back, and then I came back to where they were, and I found them. So it was really, but I was so scared. I didn't know where to go. I didn't know what to do, but I thought to myself, Terry, just think what you have to do. So it is kind of scary, especially if it's not the country that you know well. But it's nice that they have the arrows at least to where you should go and things like that. And to be prepared, you should talk about the things that could happen on your trip. You know, somebody might be left behind, somebody might get lost. What do you do? Especially in a foreign country, right? If it was in the United States, I think that would be fine for me. I could, navigate myself going home, right?
No, I still get lost here.
Do
I would
you know
love to
where-
experience driving from California. I think my mom and I talked about this. What if we drove from Visalia or California all the way to New York? And I looked at her and said, I wonder how long that's going to take us. I mean, how many stops are we going to make? How many drivers do we need? But it's fun to travel, and our chat is actually blowing up at the moment. So if you don't mind, I'd like to read a couple of the comments before we go
Yep.
on with our
Mhm.
discussion.
Go for it.
From Danny Aglipai, he said, "Hello, brethren of CBC. Please tune in." Oh, he's already advertising us. Tune in for the INCRadio, Central Valley, California. He's always one of the first ones here from our district minister. Hello po, kay Sayas. He said, to all brethren of CVC, let us unite to watch the INCRadio, Central Valley, California. Thank you po. From William Dorsey, happy viewing from the local of Delano. Go CVC. From Reina Lynn Hernandez, happy viewing and greetings to all viewers. From Tawanda Koshran, happy viewing from local congregation of Limor. From Veronica De La Rosa, hello, dearest brethren. Hope you have an amazing week. Po. Let's enjoy the INC radio broadcast together. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for everyone's comments. From Brother George Kenneth Colling, from the local congregation of Ridgecrest, happy viewing to all po. From Jesus Ramirez, hello po, greetings from local of Ridgecrest. From Michael Sarmiento, happy watching and listening to all brethren from Riverbank District of Central Valley, California. From Brother Ben Rand Thomas A. Nofionte. Hello, brethren. Happy viewing from the local of Santa Maria. From Elvira Tamayo, or Elvira Tamayo, which is my mom. Hi, mom. Happy viewing, everyone. From local of Rosa District of Central Valley, California. From Melissa Benedicto. Hello, viewing from Limor. Somebody made a comment about travel earlier. Chibesa, our family has been to Guam. Oh, Guam. Yes, I miss Guam.
There you go.
From Washington State, California, and the Philippines.
Hello.
Somebody asked if you've been to South Korea, Ate Terry.
Yes, I have.
Oh, you have?
Yes, I
I have
have.
a friend there. She wants me to go and visit. Hopefully, one day we will. Another trip. From Tawanda, she said Italy, Israel, Hong Kong, Singapore, Japan, New Orleans, Virginia. I would love to take my son to all of these places. From our beloved minister, Manuel Hatulan from Orosi. Hello po, Kamani. He said, nice to go and visit different places where our chapels are found. Yes, that too.
Yes.
Do you guys enjoy having to see all the different chapels and
Mhm.
you go travel? Okay, one more from Brother Benji de los Reyes. Hello to our dearest district minister, Brother Isaias D. Antonio, and his wife, Ate Grace. Oh, here it is from Carudolf, tuning in from Patterson. Hello and good evening to all. In terms of travel, Japan was a blast. Yes, it was my blast from the past.
That's our.
I want to
beloved
go back.
brother,
You know what? I
Rudy
don't
San.
mind. I actually don't mind living there. I like the food and everything so much that I don't mind going over there and living there and see how it is. I think one more from somebody greeted somebody for their anniversary and now I can't find it.
No, happy anniversary, whoever.
Yeah, happy anniversary. I can't remember. It was their 29th. Oh, there it is. From Robert Gallo. Shout out to my better half. Happy 29th wedding anniversary. Thank
Oh,
you so much for all of the love and your support. All right, back to you, Ate Terry. Wow, we're having a great conversation that the time flew by quickly.
well, look at
I
that.
didn't realize it until I looked at it.
Okay, well, I have another question for the both of you, actually. So, if if you can travel anywhere, where would you travel to and why? Harlan, you first.
For me, since I'm already here in California, my next um travel destination will be Hawaii.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Hawaii.
Because I have a family also there, and also I like the beach.
All right, nice.
hmm
Do you go out and swim and put on your?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. I like a tropical um country because I was born in the Philippines, and I lived in Canada, and now I want to stay in a tropical country. That's what I love to
Nice
stay. Yeah.
temperature, right?
Mhm.
How about you, Melby? Where
No
would
one
you?
can be the tropical weather, I guess.
Yeah. Yes.
I do miss the island life. Don't get me wrong, and I think Hawaii is closest to that. I haven't been to Hawaii, but hopefully one day I'll be there too. But your to answer your question, to Terry or Terry, sorry, is I want to go to Europe. It's
Yeah.
because a friend of mine told me that I think in a span of either a week or 2 weeks, you can either ride I think it was she said a train, and
Yes.
it'll go
Mm.
around all the tourist spots, cities, and in each of the countries that are close to each other. So
Mhm.
I would love to do that. And
Yeah.
as much as I want to go back to Japan, I'm gonna take a detour for now. Go the other
Yes,
side.
swim.
I'm just gonna keep swimming until I get to my destination.
Yeah.
So actually, you're right, Melby, about the train going to Europe. When I went to first, we went to France, and then we went to Italy. So it was a very nice train ride. The beautiful scenery, it's all green, like you mentioned in Colorado, of course, but it wasn't in Colorado. But it was beautiful, and the people there spoke very little English. So you kind of have to know what you want to say, but then you can also point. So that was really great going to Europe. And my destination for me, if I could travel anywhere, I would love to probably go to Ireland. Uh,
Ireland.
why do I want to go there? Because there's this, I see this cliff like, and then there's a beach at the bottom. So I think I want to see that. And just the way that they speak, I think kind of is interesting to me. And also, I want to see the a gentleman that is playing the, I don't know what they play, the accordion or something with their skirts. I don't know if that's part of their culture, but those are the things I want to go. So Europe definitely, and then maybe back to Korea. So when I went to Korea, I love the food there. That's what really got to me because I watch Korean drama. You
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah.
That's just part of it, you know what I mean? Oh, wow, look at the time. So, before we go, actually, I want to go ahead and ask if you have any shout outs, Carlin.
Yeah, I just wanna say hi to my family in Toronto, um, Novesteras family, Dato family, Franco family, and yeah, I just remember now that I just also wanna share. Um, when we came here in California, we drove from Toronto to here. That's the actually that's my memorable also. Because I travel with my family, and it took us 5 days to get here in California, and I want to do that again.
Oh, very
Yeah.
nice. So, at first, before you say your shout outs, Melvin, I want to know, do you prefer the plane or by car when you travel?
By car, yes. We drove from Toronto, and then um we went to Detroit part, and then we went to Detroit, and then Chicago, and then Utah, Colorado, and then Arizona, Las Vegas, and then Los Angeles, and then in California.
Look at you,
Uh,
Miss USA.
yes. Yeah.
Melvin, what's your shout outs?
Thank you once again for tuning in. And don't forget, we're here every Friday at 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And don't forget to click that like button, please, and support all of our local and district activities here in Central Valley District of California. And we love you all. So have a great weekend. And to all of the officers, we'll see you tomorrow.
Before we go, we'd like to thank, of course, our executive minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo, and also Brother Angelo Manalo, who is our SEPC president and our excuse me, CFO coordinator. Of course, we also want to thank Brother Wally Tara, INC radio station manager. And thank you once again for joining us. And we hope that you enjoyed our show. And for the next time, we will see you again next Friday at 9 p.m. Bye-bye for now.
Bye. Get to click that notification button. Be attacked.
Don't forget to subscribe.
Sa bayan na iyong inihala, sa iglesia sila ay nagmamahal. Sa aming iyong